My full name's Injie. Mother of 6, grandmother of 12. I was born out down the road, a place called Boolaloo, on the Nanyatara Road. There's a place called Boolaloo, Duck Creek and Mount Stewart. My brother was born in Mount Stewart and we got our names from those stations, from the hills on the station anyway. Our granddad gave us our names. We're named after 2 hills. A brother and a sister, they say, They were working before, at the time we came about. Station work, mastering labour, fixing windmills and things like that, troughs and sheep and everything. That was Dad. And Mum was doing the housework. We wasn't long in one place because of the jobs. Dad, we had to move a lot, Mum and Dad and Dad packed that old truck up, and my grandfather would bring his horse, swags, food, beds, old tent. Dad used to tell us to sit, not to sit at the back because we got beds and drums. And when you get to the station, where they have to, they give us an area where we live. We'd have to stay about half a kilometre away from the station. We'd stay there for a couple of months. It depends on the job, Those 3 stations that we were born, we was able to go. When they, like I said, when they did the shearing, they'd let us go in the shed. Shearing shed is that when it was mustering and they're bringing in the cattle, that's the only time we wasn't near the grandfathers and fathers, because in those days the cattle was very, they were still a bit wild, and there was of course a lot of stampedes. And funny thing about it, not funny, but my 2 cousin brother and a sister, they were playing in the middle of the, away from the camp. And when we said to them, run, they saw the cattle coming towards them. They just wrapped themselves in this calico and they were laying down the cattle. I don't know how it never troubled them. My uncle, we were going back to the station and we were thinking of doing kangaroo. I'm shooting, and we saw this big kangaroo, and they were saying, no, if you haven't got any bullet, don't get off the truck. He had one, but he thought, he'll go towards the kangaroo, and that's when the kangaroo grabbed him and scruffed him. And my uncle was a big, strong-built person, I just see him get, grabbed by the collar like that. It was funny, and he never tried that again. He said, this kangaroo is a young boom or something. Even my own sister, my third she's second eldest out of the girls. I don't know whether I think she remembers the time we went out with Granddad down to the river while he was doing we call it the windmill run, he goes around checking the windmills and cleaning out the trough, and he said to us, wait here, I'm going down this way, and it's Burton Downs, and said, don't move from this place, don't go to the other side of the crossing, because the water was flooding, we call it Mongolad and what. And he tried to tell my sister that, and she said to me and my older sister, she said, you wait here, and you look after June, I'll go for a quick swim. She jumped on a tube, the grandfather pumped the tube up, and she'd go for a swim and try the tube out, and she was gone for a thing. And we were standing on the bank screaming, and I was thinking that was the last time we'd see her, but she was older than, she's a good swimmer. In Mount Stewart, the mushroom cloud, the black smoke, that came out to where we was. Atomic testing and things, That was orders from the Queen, the Queen's mother, and the French. I got all my chronic illness from those. Now the bomb, they did 2 atomic testing over in Onslow. Was told to block off any areas, with blankets, wetting the blankets and stuff like that, and we were still using those blankets, We'd wash them and thinking that Mum and Dad never thought they wouldn't affect us. We wasn't told nothing about that. We thought it was Looked like to us it was a cyclone coming, but the clouds was thick and black. And they told, Mum said, no, don't go outside and look. But because we had the old windows, we can feel anyway we can see the smoke coming through, smoke around the house. And when we got those big red sores on our legs, and that's why people like me, we had a good life, but those things we didn't know about.